No, I can't do that. Hi everyone, my name is Emma and this is my YouTube channel. Welcome. Today we will be doing a thrift flip. I ended up just buying something that ended up needing alterations, and I thought, why not record this, because my pain is your pain. Now who knows, this could be the greatest thing ever, or it could ruin this shirt that's really amazing and I'm going to be very sad. So the way that this came about was I love to hang out on Facebook Marketplace. All I do is just scroll through it in my free time. I'm not trying to buy anything specifically, but when I happen upon things that I think are good or maybe that I would like, of course I go and try to, get it or buy it. I found this shirt. It's a Tokyo Disney shirt. It has Stitch and Mickey on it, and I actually saw it when I visited Tokyo about 2 years ago, and I never bought it. I just thought it was a little busy, and it was also kind of expensive. But when I saw it here for $10, I said, why the heck not? Now, if you take a look, the size was 3L, which is equal to an American 2 extra large. And now you might be saying, girl, you're probably a medium or a small, and you know what, you're right. But I said I like a challenge, and I also like a t-shirt dress. So my idea was to turn this into a t-shirt dress and make it easy for me, but when I tried it on, it didn't really work that way. So that's when I started getting the idea of, like, I'm gonna make this into a crop top and flowy shorts set. Done.
And then I was reminded that I don't own a crop top, so why would I make one? Then I remembered my obsession
with spirit jerseys. And I thought, why don't I just make a spirit jersey? That's what we're doing today. Let's talk about what we have for supplies. The shirt, super large, very cute, but definitely way too big. It matches up with the spirit jersey perfectly where the cut would be, and so that's why I thought this would be the best idea. But I didn't have another spirit jersey that I would cut up, so I ended up having to go and buy one secondhand, and that's where this guy comes in. So I bought this Kentucky long sleeve gray shirt, and I'm really hoping that this sits very well with the shirt, and so I can cut it exactly where I need it to be, and that will be for the shirt portion. And then for the shorts, I'm just going to be taking these shorts that I've had since literally like 2010. I'll be using this as a template. I'm definitely putting pockets in it, because things that don't have pockets, what are you doing? And we'll see what happens.
So starting with the spirit jersey, I'm going to be cutting off the arms and the middle part. This will now become the base for my new spirit jersey. Now that I have my 3 pieces cut, I will take that extra piece that I will no longer need and cut my Disney shirt to that size. So the gray shirt is actually a little bit smaller than the white shirt, so what I had to do was sew and cut off the difference so that it would match up perfectly. Next, I'm folding and hemming all the raw edges. I did this with every cut piece of fabric that I used for this project, just because I'm afraid of fraying and I do not have a serger. So now, taking my gray sleeves, I'm putting it on top of my shirt, and I'm going to pin it and sew it. And now we have the top portion done. I really love this a lot. I think it's super cute, and I could have stopped here, but I don't wear crop tops. Now to finish off the structure, I'm now going to attach the bottom part of the shirt to finish the whole spirit jersey look. And here's the finished spirit jersey. I think it turned out great. The only issue I had was that the arms were a little long, so I did have to go back and reconstruct the arms off camera. So for the final touch of this spirit jersey, I decided to put the Tokyo Disney logo on top of it. I didn't want to cover Stitch, and so I decided to kind of do it over his ear, but I think it's going to turn out great. I traced the logo on parchment paper, lined it up, and put it in an embroidery hoop. I really hope Tokyo Disney doesn't sue me. Now the next step is to remove the parchment paper. I did find with this, because it was a t-shirt, it did pull the parchment down, which made it a little bit difficult to make the letters very nice, but when I go back and fill it in, I think I'll be able to fix all this. I can't wait for you to see the reveal, but on to the shorts. So for the shorts, I was really nervous, and so I did a lot of studying on how to create shorts. started by cutting out the fabric for my pocket. I knew this would be the simplest and easiest to do, and it was less intimidating. Now with the excess fabric of the shirt, I cut out 4 panels. Taking my shorts and using it as a template, I did 2 pieces of fabric at a time. I wanted to maximize the amount of fabric that I had, as well as giving it enough room for me to feel comfortable in these shorts. I made sure I hemmed every piece just like I did the shirt. Like I said before, I studied a lot for this. I watched 3 videos on how to make shorts and pockets and blended them together to create these shorts. I'm going to do my best to explain how I did it. Start with your fabric with the right side facing up. I began by folding and pinning down the top 1.5 inches down to take into account my future drawstring. You may not have to need to do this. Just below it, pin 1 piece of the pocket to the longest side of the shorts, right sides facing. Now you're going to sew this piece of the pocket to your fabric. Next, pull the pocket over to the wrong side and iron. This will help with sewing. With the pocket over on the wrong side, sew the pocket. Now that I got the pockets nice and sewn down, I'm going to begin on the shorts. I'm going to begin with the curved edges of the front piece and the back pieces. Now that we have the front piece and the back piece done, we're going to begin pinning. Putting right sides together with the wrong sides facing us, we're going to begin pinning around the pocket and down the leg. Making sure for this little section that we do the front and the back together. For the long piece with the pocket, you will pin down about 1/2 inch down onto the pocket, then pin the lining of the pocket, and then back down the shorts. We don't want to sew our pockets closed. Begin sewing. And here it is, our finished shorts. And look at these hidden pockets. I think they turned out super great. For the drawstring, you will need 1 20-inch long piece elastic, 1.5 inches wide, and 2 10-inch long fabric ties for a total length of 30 inches. Once sewn onto the elastic, I am now going to pin over about 1.5 inches of the fabric, and that will be my drawstring. Make sure you leave room so that the strings can pull out and be loosened and tightened when needed. And there you have it, my first ever pair of cotton shorts.
I'm super excited. I thought this was going to be a total flop, but it turned out really great. Starting with this spirit jersey, it came out great. Like I said earlier, the arms were a little too long, so I ended up cutting off about 3 inches of the gray, just because I didn't want to cut off this print because I liked it so much. It doesn't match up when my arms come down. It goes a little bit further, which bothers me a little bit, but it's fine because if I put my hands on my hips, it looks great. Overall, the print matched up really great with the gray, and it just is a solid spirit jersey now. And I also added the detailing of the Tokyo Disney up here, which was super awesome and fun to do. Challenging because it was the first time that I embroidered a logo, but I think it turned out great. For the shorts, I think I have to stand up here. I think they turned out awesome. So I love them so much. I think for a first time, not bad. Loving the pockets. I don't know what I would do without them. I love pockets on anything, but I think it turned out great. The whole set is awesome, and I would definitely do it again if I had another shirt. And so this is a great solution if you have a shirt that's way too big. I did freak out a little because I thought that maybe I wouldn't have enough, but it was exactly the amount of fabric that I needed for a spirit jersey and for shorts. Of course, I needed to take apart a gray spirit jersey, but having kind of that shape already helped. So having arms that were already created for both the top and the arms here, and then this bottom cut out a lot of work because I want to keep saying that I would never be able to do it, but honestly I made this whole set, so I mean, but it would have taken a lot more time. Now, constructing the shorts from just the fabric that I had was very scary, of course. Over and over again, I would take the long shirt, put shorts over it, and be like, please work, please work, please work. Because if not, then I would have been really out of luck. I even was thinking about, like, what if I use filler fabric, or would I use the fabric for the pockets to extend it, to make it bigger? But I didn't have to, and it was perfect, and I'm just so excited with it. So thank you for coming along on this journey with me. I know this is a very long video, but I hope it was worth your time. Thanks, bye. But let's take a look at that shirt. Oh my god. It literally got stuck on the fan.